In just 10 seconds, the teaser for the Green Lantern live-action TV show Lanterns on HBO let us know the dynamic and relationship that Hal Jordan and John Stewart are going to have, and they nailed it. In this version of Green Lantern, Hal Jordan's going to be the veteran teacher for John Stewart. In the comic book, Hal just showed him the basics. The one that actually thoroughly trained him was Green Lantern Kot Matui, who would later become his wife. Even though they switched up the order of the lore, they nailed Hal Jordan perfectly because John Stewart's talking about having trained his whole life for this. Hal lets him know, hey, you're not ready to get in front of the class and speak in orientation until the ring says you're ready. My man places the Green Lantern ring on the dashboard of the car, then jumps out the car. I was not shocked by this. I'm like, yep, that's Hal Jordan. That's how Hal Jordan teaches you. He does everything on the fly. And John Stewart looking at Hal Jordan jump out the car, wondering what the hell is he doing? Then looking back like, what the fuck did he just do? Quintessential reaction from John Stewart whenever dealing with Hal Jordan. John Stewart is an architect. He plans everything out. The exact opposite of Hal Jordan. That's just who Hal Jordan is. My man's a fighter pilot and he never wears his Green Lantern ring when he flies. In the comics, when he came back from the dead and became a Green Lantern again after like 10 years, he takes Kyle Rayner flying and they both leave their Green Lantern rings on the ground. Kyle doesn't see the big deal. He's like, I've been flying for years now. I don't get it. And Hal tells him, yeah, but you never flown with me. They take off and you see Kyle gripping the seat. Flying is way different when you don't have a Green Lantern ring as a safety net, and when they break the sound barrier, Kyle stops breathing, which Hal Jordan expected, so then he hits an air pocket to force him to breathe and then brings it up. Kyle's feeling the pressure of all those G-forces hitting him, and then my man just breaks out in excitement screaming out, yeah, and Hal tells him, yeah, here we go. Now he gets it. Now he's learned how to fly. However, not wearing the ring when flying has come back to bite Hal. When on a mission to retaliate against some terrorists, Hal was shot down along with his teammates Rocket Man and Cowgirl. They were captured by Chechnyan terrorists and held for 4 months as prisoners of war. They were interrogated, beaten. Rocket Man had a broken leg from the crash. They let it heal, then they broke it again. And when the lead dude brought Cowgirl in front of Hal Jordan to try to get him to break, finally he was able to break a link in his handcuffs and he attacked dude, slamming his head against the ground. He knew Cowgirl was fighting back and she was able to disarm somebody. They let a shot go off. They got their dude and they got the fuck up out of there. They spent 2 days in the blizzard, found some campers, and were finally able to get to a Air Force base in Germany. When the Justice League found out about what happened, they're like, we thought you were off in space doing some Green Lantern shit. All the Justice League members were giving their condolences and saying how sorry they were. Every single one except for Hal Jordan's best friend, Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. He's the only one that asked the question that Hal Jordan kept asking himself weeks on end. Why didn't you take your ring with you? Yeah, so after hearing all that shit, you can understand why Tuck and rolling out of a speeding car and seeing what happens with this new Green Lantern prospect, that's a typical Tuesday for Hal Jordan. It'll be interesting to see, though, if that experience of him being captured and being a prisoner of war for 4 months is something that will be in his lore already or has yet to happen. Either way, their dynamic is spot on so far.